Let's talk about the minimum wage, and let's begin with the yearly salary for a minimum wage worker. About 40 hours a week is going to come out to around $12,870, and 25 hours a week part-time is about $8,040. Full-time minimum wage workers make around $1,100 a month. Let's pretend you're a minimum wage worker. Could you live on that? Simple answer, no. You have your average bills, which are rent, car payment, other utilities. Let's just talk about the numbers. So on average, you have about $500 a month, $450 for your car payment, and $200 for your utilities. So if we just talk about the numbers and add up all of these expenses, it's going to total about $1,150 a month, which is more than you make. But what about your food, your gas, your clothes, doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, let alone any other expense? Simply, you could not survive. You would not even be able to support yourself. Obama even recognized the problem, stating that no one who works full-time should have to live in poverty.
Work full-time? Should be living in poverty. Not in America. You believe that?
So how do we fix this? We need to raise the minimum wage, one of two ways: drastically or slowly. So let's say we raise it slowly, in maybe 25-cent increments. This would affect the employees positively and be a good start to solving the problem. But worker productivity is on the rise, and wages don't match the productivity. You can see a substantial rise in this picture in productivity and even a slight decline in wages. So although a slow rise to the wage would be beneficial, it would not greatly stimulate the workers' pay or stimulate the economy, and this can be simply explained. So any adult has the average expenses, the medical needs, the clothes, and the food. But if you cannot afford any of these expenses, you are obviously not buying anything else, such as jewelry or any other luxuries, which means companies aren't making as much money and are not raising the wages or even hiring people, but are most likely laying them off. And this lack of business takes the economy on a downfall. So what if we raise it drastically? This is what people will think will happen if we raise the wage. People will get laid off because companies will lay off the employees they cannot afford, which will lead to a higher unemployment rate. But fortunately, this is all false. So let's jump back to the expense pyramid. You have all these expenses that you cannot afford, and the economy falls. Right. But if workers are paid more, they will buy more, and not only the strength of the economy will rise, but the quality of life for the workers will rise as well. So raise your hand, raise your glass, and let's raise the minimum wage.